Can't do it. Won't do it. I quit.
Wow. I'm so glad that's the first thing that we have on the live. Thanks,
well,
Aaron.
the thing is that, in fact, we all quit. But
that's right. We all quit starting now.
Starting in like an hour. So, anyway, this is our last session. And for real this time, no more playing. I'm also going to be real sad about it because I'm already kind of sad about it. So, who wants to give us a recap from last time?
Who took notes? I've literally never taken one note this whole game.
That's amazing.
That's not true. You've taken like one or two.
I'm pretty sure there was
I haven't.
one.
It's been like some random shit, but
I don't think I've taken any notes. Let's see. This is my random notes TTRPG journal.
Look for gay.
This is all Spelljammer. TSL.
Shattered Obelisk. Hold on a second.
When we played.
Oh my gosh.
Hold on.
When we played what?
Kids on Bikes.
Oh.
Okay, I want it known I took no notes last session.
Same.
Not one. My last note says killed Claire. So
nothing happened last time. Perfect.
Sorry.
I have eye patch anime guy, but I don't know if that's in this game.
I remember. I don't think so. I remember what happened last time. We went to the teacher's lounge and we made them cast Circle of Truth or whatever circle spell of truth.
Non-Euclidean shape.
Non-Euclidean shape of truth.
Yeah.
And we tried to question. I forget everybody's name every time. The bad people.
Oh yeah.
And they were telling the truth, but it wasn't really them because they were just holograms. And then the teacher was like being really aggressive, and we were like, "This is far more important than like us just like barging in here unannounced or whatever you cared about at that point." And we tried to just get a bunch of answers, and we got a bunch of false answers instead. So
right, Calusmere.
Also,
Calusmere's the bad guy, right?
Calusmere.
Yeah. Also, Calusmere and his like cronies were essentially astrally projecting, more or less. Like they were not really
That's
there.
what I was saying, basically, just not so succinctly.
Look at me being sick and succinct. It's also really hard to say. I'm not going to say it again.
Say it again.
Didn't catch it, Rick. What was that?
Fuck it up. Nope. Never. Anyway, I think where we had left off, if I remember correctly, just moving right on from that, is that you all were going to crash at Keena's place. Wow, I just blanked on that entirely. Because Keena was the teacher.
And quit all the information.
Yeah.
No, not mostly just sick. So, brain cells gone. I think I loaned them to Kayla.
It's working pretty well for me right now, actually.
I know, right?
I'm good.
I feel pretty fresh.
I love that for you.
Fresh. Yeah.
Maybe we can split it.
Yeah, we can share custody or something. I don't know. Half a brain cell never works out. It's got to be one or the other.
Just bounces back and forth between our two brains.
Yeah, we know that already.
Everything's fine. So, you all had been talking to Keena. That was who cast the non-Euclidean zone of not lying.
Right.
Right.
Because, you don't want to, steal their spell from whatever coastal wizards.
That's fake. All the wizards are landlocked, obviously.
No, actually, we did talk about briefly the Seaside Coalition for Arcane Matters that came up, which totally does not spell scam, and it's totally not a Wizards of the Coast parody by any means.
Okay.
No.
Of course not.
That was a while ago. But yeah, you all had talked about how it really wasn't safe for you to go back to your rooms. Like all of these people who want to hurt you, obviously, they know where your dorms are and like how to find you.
My dorm has a big old hole in the floor.
Also, they kind of have a bug problem.
Yeah, we're gonna not go back.
I mean, it's a college campus. What college campus doesn't have a bug problem?
Yeah, but like
not these ones.
multiple feet long millipedes. I don't know.
Yeah, Aaron's favorite. So let's keep talking
Yeah,
about that.
yeah,
Definitely.
It's fine.
Definitely.
It's fine. I'm fine. I didn't even use a safe word, guys, or whatever it is called word.
A
It's a
cookie.
Yeah.
Safe word is correct. Yeah.
I just don't like it. Okay? It's fine.
It sounds totally fine.
Fine. I'm fine. Fine. We're fine. Let's move on.
Yeah.
So Kina takes you back. Her classroom is, because this definitely is not like a knockoff of any shitty transphobe author's works by any means ever. But her classroom is essentially part of her home. It's separate. You know, she's got her living area, her little like apartment that you can't just walk into from the classroom. But she takes you to the classroom area and lets you know that you all can stay here for however long you need until all this blows over. Gives you all like bedrolls that you can sleep on. And because she is the teacher for magical creatures and how not to kill them, you all know that this is full of different magical creatures. There are different like cages and things, and obviously some of them are a little bit more free range because they can be trusted not to just wander out the door or murder people.
Erin's sleeping in a cuddle puddle with all of the puppies. It doesn't matter what animals they are. She's going to call them all puppies.
Really quick, Kina, just a quick question. Would my little mouse spirit type of thing that lives in my hair, Francois, right here, he's so cute and he has a little crown. Would any of these free route ranging ones eat him?
Probably not.
I feel so safe.
She's just like, no, nothing here eats elemental creatures. It'll be fine.
Okay, you're sure? Because, like, Francois means a lot to us.
I know you didn't pay a lot of attention in my class, but I kind of know about magical creatures.
Okay, but I know a lot about Francois. He lives in my hair.
I see that. It's hard to miss.
He's real cute, huh? Yeah.
I've never seen one that looks quite like that. They're normally larger.
Well, he's just a sweet little bean.
Arguably less adorable than.
Exactly.
That is the most important factor of any animal.
Right.
The adorableness.
Yeah.
Or in this case, not really an animal so much as like a elemental being, but
so cute.
The rule stands. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. She, within the classroom, has her very, very large, like it's large enough that she can ride it like a horse. It's either 6 or 8-legged salamander.
Oh yeah.
It is just like curled up by the fire, chilling out.
I'm gonna go over by the salamander and I'm gonna pull out Ozzy, my slime mount, and see if they get along.
Your slime mount that we've literally never
talked about since the day I got it.
Actually,
never been brought up.
We did talk about it like super briefly last time, and then again it just never.
I have no memory of this slime mount.
It's written on my character sheet, so therefore it exists. Its name is Ozzy, and it's slimy.
Okay.
Well, you said it was a dog.
But like a slimy dog.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Like it's blue, slimy. That's all the information you need. Yeah. I'm good. I don't understand what other descriptions you would want. It's a butt.
I mean, listen, I love dogs. So when you say it's a slime dog, I need to know all the things about it. Obviously,
You know how like terrier mutts have that like super scruffy like wiry look
like
to them.
mustache.
Well, all the fur, very
Yeah.
scruffy looking. It's like that, but it's drippy. You don't want to touch it. You're welcome. I see Kayla's face, and you're welcome.
It's super cute. It's like
Yeah.
like if a Mastiff or like a Saint Bernard was just all drool.
Right. So not much worse than they actually are. Yeah.
They're like 97% drool already.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So your slime mount just is like trying to play with it, and it's just napping, and eventually it just cuddles up in the salamander's little like crook. So they're like animal spooning.
That's adorable. I love it.
Yeah. But you know that cute thing that animals do where like one's facing one way and the other's head is like pointing the other way, so they're just perfectly all in a little bun.
I've never
A
wanted
bun of
fan art
lizard
more
and
than I
goo.
do right now.
Not of like anything else in the entire game, just
Nope.
this.
Just this exact moment. That's all I
Yeah.
need.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I like how you say thank you as if I'm gonna do it.
You might. Sometimes you get bored and doodle things. I don't know.
Like 2 times.
Okay, but it's happened is what I'm saying.
So you're telling me there's a chance.
Right, exactly.
That's
All I know
weird.
is that I can't draw anything, so I'm hoping someone else will.
We've seen Aaron
Sounds-
draw a little bit, so
Yeah, that's true.
If it's very very jagged
Make it
lines.
pointy.
if
Yeah,
it's
you can
has
make it a
been
pointy
hotel.
drawing.
Yeah, I can make pointy things.
Yeah.
Teeth.
You're good at horny things. Got it.
horns. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
We have learned that in the last year and a half plus. So,
Are we gonna play this game? I don't know.
I mean, we have been playing. We've been talking about very important TTRPG
Sure.
things.
Sure.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
8-legged salamanders and goo dogs.
Yep.
That's what we're here for.
Cuddling. That's the important detail. Don't forget that detail.
And speaking of cuddling, because 2 couples are here, I mean, what's the sleeping arrangement like? Because we've got, well, I guess not a couple, sorry, because Bazik and Sanatos,
Situationship.
yeah,
That's right.
but still like a couple of people who have
Uh-huh.
A
an
couple of
intimate
people
relationship.
Uh-huh.
have had intimate moments before.
I mean, I
Well,
guess
I mean,
that technically would
We'll
make
we'll
you-
offer to share a bed if there's a limited amount of them.
But there's only one bed. Oh no.
Oh no! What
Oh
shall we do?
no.
All 3 of us
Um,
could sleep in a bed together.
Here I'm gonna lean over to Eris and say, okay, I love him. I love him, but I do not want to share a bed with Toog. So
he just brings the
um,
mess with him.
Fair.
Yeah.
Valid.
So, Bazik, are you sharing a bed with anybody specifically?
I will if it is required of us. I am
we
more,
have bedrolls in a whole classroom, so probably
I'm
not.
usually more comfortable sleeping alone, and I do like to sleep in the nude.
I was
which
just
isn't-
gonna say I have the exact same problem.
Often a problem when I have company.
we do
but,
know actually
you
that
know.
Nokomis also sleeps nude
Right.
because she
Yeah.
answers her door nude.
So I just don't know if it is the right situation for like multiple of us to be sharing beds, but we will, of course, partner up if there's a limited amount of space.
Also, to be fair, as we have mentioned multiple times, I mean, nudity is much more acceptable in this
Yeah, true.
time and place.
That's
so,
true. Eris is
True.
getting
I mean,
ready
you've
to
all-
bed and take her clothes off. So
I was gonna say you've all definitely seen each other naked, like casually.
that makes sense.
When I've answered the door, obviously.
Yeah, yeah.
But definitely like Halloum and Toog are like cuddled up and they're ready to go in their little corner.
Adorable.
I feel like Toog is less of a cuddler than Haloon. He's just
Probably.
like, okay,
Oh no!
Abandonment.
yeah, it keeps doing that sometimes. Yeah, but anyway, I think Toog is just like, okay, I'll do it if that's what we're doing. I'll cuddle with you.
Eris is gonna roll out her bed mat right next to the puppies.
Yeah. AKA the giant salamander and Gudon.
Yep.
Yeah. Nokomis makes a little bed for Francois, like he would have a little bed in her room, so she makes him like
just like a little tiny
like if you give a mouse a cookie, like it's like a little box with a puff that had makeup in it at one time and a little handkerchief, and that's where she makes a little bed like that for Francois, and then she cuddles kind of near it, but gives Francois his space.
That is so cute. Oh my god.
It's precious.
Francois like immediately gets out of that and is just like cuddled up right under your chin.
Oh, somehow cuter. Thank you.
Yeah.
Like,
I just didn't want to impose, but it's been a long day for both of us, honestly. Yeah. Like, we maybe needed it.
Yeah, cuddles. Francois was like, hey, I saw all that effort you went to. I'm going to ignore it, like any good pet.
I mean,
like, yeah, exactly. like every good pet does. Yeah.
Like, hey, I bought you this really nice bed. Not going to sleep on it.
I heard it came in a bag. I want
100%. 100%.
It's a box.
It's a very relatable statement for all of us.
Box that it came in. Present came in a box, and I love that box.
That's right. Something about cardboard, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
Does it for me too. Big fan.
Big fan. 10 out of 10. Would recommend.
Yeah.
I mean, we were before stream just talking about how great banana boxes are. So
it's true.
Yeah,
that's furniture.
We're also talking about other things before stream too, so.
You're not wrong.
We don't need to spill all those beans.
Amanda,
I'm just keeping the intrigue alive.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. For this final episode.
It's the lore. It's the lore that matters.
What did you say your goo dog's name was?
Ozzy.
Ozzy. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Like osmosis.
Yep, sure. That's the reason. Couldn't tell you why. What my notes says Ozzy slime mouth.
Ozzy.
That's what I've got written down. So
that tracks.
Yep.
Yeah. I feel like you lay your bedroll next to the giant salamander and Ozzy just like lays on top of you, but because it's a goo creature, it just like molds over your body.
Oh. Like for extra warmth.
It's like a sticky weighted blanket.
Yeah.
Everyone's
anxiety, guys.
It's your thunder blanket.
That's right. Love it.
Yeah. So you all go to sleep for the night. In the morning, like I said, Tina has offered for you all to stay here as long as you need because it would be safer. But obviously, safety may not be our number one priority right now. So what would our queerdos be up to?
Is Kina still here?
I mean, about. She's probably more in her apartment.
Yeah.
Ignoring all of you.
Yeah, of course.
Ignoring us walking around naked as we first get up.
Yeah, because she's also in her apartment walking around naked.
That's great. Yeah. Well, I mean, do we want to find the guy that I definitely have his name in my notes?
Casimir.
Casimir.
Yeah, Cashmere.
Yeah, Cashmere. That's the one.
Yeah,
Cashmere.
that guy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All I know about him is that he's married and it's to a Leonin.
A Leonin. Absolutely.
I've never learned the name. Just
and
to
the
a Leonin.
And Casimir are hot, is what I've heard.
Oh, yeah.
Who cares about names when they're hot?
It is the tea. I mean, for your information, the Leonin's name is Gorios.
Never
this
heard
is
that before.
Brand new.
Yeah. Brand new information.
It has not been mentioned up to this point because there's not been a need for it. Gorios.
Okay.
Now I'm taking the notes. No, I'm not.
Yeah, this is super relevant for the last episode for us to take notes.
You're like,
this is important.
Hot Minotaur, hot Leonin.
Right.
Gay boys.
That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, we got it. Wrote it down. Let's see here.
Taking the best notes, honestly.
Right. I'm super good at note taking, guys.
Also, I'm looking at my NPCs that I had prepared for this. There's so many we never met.
That's amazing.
But
I feel like we need to have like a rave at the end of the year just to meet everyone we never got to meet.
Yeah, like, hey, here's this character that you're gonna meet.
It's like a freshman mixer, only a junior end of year goodbye
spritzer.
Party.
Junior spritzer, yeah, that's it. That's it.
That's it.
You got it.
There's nothing sexual about that name either. Would never unintentionally do that and then just run with it.
Nope.
Yeah, so I mean, you do know about Kalasmir and Gorios. You know that, like we talked about in our recap, that they were part of a group that had projected themselves into the teacher's lounge, but was not actually there. And you're pretty sure, because they weren't under the non-Euclidean, non-lying zone, that they were probably lying whenever they answered.
No.
I know. Shocker.
Stop.
Bad guys lying? Weird.
Bananas.
Didn't know that was possible.
We had I also remember now that Celine was a big part of this and like helped us find out. Yeah, it was huge. And I want to just spend a little time in my morning just like praying and like thanking Celine for her help in that, because like I've been a cleric this whole time and like have not really done cleric stuff, so like make sure that I'm rededicating myself to my goddess. So
I mean, is it like, for Nick, is it like the opposite of the forgive me Father for I've sinned? It's like, thank you mommy for my information.
Forgive me mommy, I've been bad. Yes.
Well,
No.
actually,
No, she's been good.
maybe a little bit after that, because she was real hot.
Punish me, mommy, I've been bad.
or maybe Nick is into praise. Who knows?
Yeah. It's a little of all. She's a little apologetic that she has been so into college and less into religion lately, and she's
into college,
right? Yeah. College,
having
like
so
that.
Much fun in college.
Mostly into college.
It's all those studies.
It's fine. Yeah,
Studying.
I mean
The studies of platonic making out.
That's right.
and again,
for
into college girls.
identification
Anatomy.
purposes.
Yeah, female anatomy, largely.
Yeah, I mean,
so Eris is gonna see Nick doing her morning, whatever it looks like to me, and I'm gonna do some private meditation, but it's just embracing the inner chaos as a sorcerer type. Just
it's funny it's funny you mentioned that, because that was one of the things that Celine had talked about, is chaos.
Yes,
and that these bad people are using it for their own means.
Yeah, and putting things out of balance, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, chaos formed into other things is no longer chaos.
Right.
Do I get any feedback from Mommy Celine? I don't know if this is more silent prayer
first.
Oh, okay.
Not much. Bozic is just doing his like morning of ablution ritual, so he's like combing and oiling his chest hair, and getting it like all nice and good looking.
This is the deep oiling part we all wanted.
He's oiling his muscles so he can be ready for the day.
Makes sense.
He's like kind of like slicking back his hair and like straightening his chitin, just getting like like very proper, and, getting himself together.
Yeah.
Eris just does a quick cleaning spell over herself. Zero cares given beyond that.
Bozic probably takes the longest security out of everybody. He's like, oh, I'll be ready in 10 minutes. And like 45 minutes later, he's like only halfway done.
Right.
Nick
It
you know,
checks out.
rebraids her hair and like puts on her chitin. Like she's in the middle, but she's way closer to Eris's.
Eris is definitely just a quick wave and it's like, that's it. That's what you get.
Yeah. If this were a different game, it'd be a prestidigitation.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
Some other
I've
word
never heard
means the
the
same.
thing.
Yeah. It'd be like that, but completely different, obviously.
Yeah.
Exactly.
With a way cooler name. That's not so
Right.
hard to say.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Because it is ridiculously hard to say. Yeah. So, Nick, as you are praying to Mommy Celine, you don't get any feedback, but you do feel like you're possibly doing what she wanted. I mean, pursuing these troublesome teachers is one of the things that she mentioned, and trying to put
Yeah.
an end to that.
Yeah, we gotta find these guys. Guys.
Guys.
What? How do we do that? Anybody have an idea where these people are?
Can we do
Hot-
like
Hot teachers.
like a track me like a that kind of spell?
Ooh, like a search for hot teachers spell.
Yeah.
You know that one?
It just
Whoa.
points to
Not yet. But Kina probably knows it.
We could probably try it on our own.
Kina just knows a search for a hot teacher spell
Yeah.
as part of her curriculum.
Right.
mean,
It's
How do you think
For
she
science.
dates?
yeah.
it's for science.
That's magic school version of like
Of Tinder.
yeah, exactly.
Now I need to know what a magic school tender would be called, but that's neither here nor there.
We'll come up with it later.
Yeah.
We'll add it to the lore.
In like 6 months.
Probably just like
6 months, yeah.
wands or something.
Ooh, but with a
Yeah.
Z.
Yeah, with the Z.
Wands, yeah.
Yeah,
Obviously.
it's definitely the gay male.
Uh-huh. Yeah, like Grinder.
Yeah.
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 Although
Posits
apparently
on there.
Grindr is for like all the people. Apparently it's not just for dudes. I learned.
It used to
Anymore?
be mostly queer centric people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
All right, so I'm gonna go
As-
on once and see where to find how far away the nearest Leonin is. Okay. I'm done. Sorry.
weirdly, you're checking the Wands app on your wand, and you're not finding any older, refined teacher academic like Leonins.
Yeah,
Probably
but maybe
because he's
they're in a
married.
relationship.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean, they could be poly, but like maybe not. Like
yeah, you
no.
can't assume one way or the other.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't know their life.
Exactly.
Except that
Except
they're
for
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we look up instead the bad guys app.
Oh yeah. It's called Villains with a Z.
where they all talk to each other and
Yep.
they have their plans on their wands.
Yeah, just super open in public, like on a
Yeah.
public forum with their
Yeah.
full names, first
Yep.
and last names, and the dates of all of the crimes that they're going to commit.
It's
And
like
we're
the
looking for
neighborhood
hot
app.
Leonin teacher
Super
as
convenient.
as the screen name.
Yeah, it's like
Super convenient.
the Leonin's name is Hot for Teacher. Calasmir's is like Minotaurs
Hot
are
for
us.
other teacher.
Yeah, exactly.
Hot for teacher too.
Yeah.
Hot for teacher, and
Also
I
hot
am
teacher.
The
teacher.
haunting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Reciprocal hot for teacher.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, one is hot for teacher 69, the other one's hot for teacher 420.
420.
That's how it works, yeah.
I mean, you gotta. It's a
They
classic.
learned how to use the tech from students, so it makes sense they would use the students' version of screen names.
No, you aren't able to find anything just with like a basic kind of search. But if you wanted to maybe use some actual magic,
I do. I want to try and do like a point me spell kind of thing.
Yeah.
You
give me a brains roll.
sure you don't want charm? Okay, brains it is.
I mean, if you can convince
do you
me,
need to do brains?
Okay, let's see. It's a D10 for me.
I gotta be D12.
Get that
Plus,
big
I would
D12.
get my.
What's
plus I
my
would
target
get-
number on a D10?
It's gonna be 12.
Can
Okay.
we work together in both?
If somebody
Um,
wants to spot me one token, then I'll hit it.
I have none.
I might have some. Let me check.
I only have one.
Yeah, I don't remember. I know that they have been spent a little bit, but
Yep.
Where's
I used
my
mine.
paper?
I feel
See,
like
you
I
did take
used
some notes. How many
A
verses?
character sheet.
Oh.
Character sheet. That's not notes.
It's because I have physical ones. Unless my kid stole my pile, because I keep a pile where I have them
Yeah.
all the time. So if I
think
have
I
none,
have one. I think I have
I'll
one.
allow it.
If you want to give me your one, if you don't mind.
Tesla. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool. Then yes, I hit 12.
Yay.
So, what does this spell look like for you?
It's just like you've been to IKEA, right? And you know they have the big arrows on the ground. It's like that. They're like glowing
And it leads
arrows
to
on the ground.
meatballs. Got it.
Yeah, right.
amazing.
Exactly.
I
and
wasn't that
above you,
impressed.
they're like it goes like sofas this way, bedrooms this way.
Yeah. So this one says hot minotaurs this way, hot leonins this way.
They both point in the same direction.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Amazing.
Hopefully.
This plan
Don't
is
die, Kayla.
foolproof.
So, it points, like you see this arrow on the floor, and it points out the door. But then it kind of starts to back up. And you see that it spins in a circle.
Oh, motherfucker.
But it seems like, as far as you can tell, it knows. It just doesn't know how to get there. At least not in a physical way.
They're on a
I
different
wonder
plane,
if
maybe.
he's in a different plane or dimension.
Ooh, I want to ask on Francois and say, hey, you're another dimensional being, figment of force.
Yeah.
You know anything about
elemental.
this? Yeah, but you're a figment of force of something or other.
Yeah.
And I mean, you're like my very favorite guy. You live in my hair.
Has nothing to do
But-
with the fact it's a little adorable rainbow mouse.
Irrelevant.
All to do with that. I love you mostly because you're an adorable rainbow mouse, and only secondly because you are a figment of force. But I say, hey, do you see this? And I kind of show Francois the arrow, and we don't talk. We just kind of like
You mind.
point. And so like
Which is funny because Francois can talk.
he can.
Yeah. He
Are you
gave us
sure?
information.
Yeah, we've talked to him multiple
He
times.
definitely gave us information.
Yeah.
I don't
For
remember
sure.
at all.
This whole
So-
time, Nick has just been like miming to her.
Right, yeah. And Francois was like, yeah, I got it. Okay.
I mean,
Like,
I
we're
think
playing
that
a really fun
Nick
game.
talks to Francois, but like I didn't think that Francois talked back.
Yeah. So it's like the
Maybe
first thing
if
we
you
got
were
from Francois
listening
was
better.
Francois giving information verbally.
Maybe you're just not listening to Francois.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, snap.
Amanda has to make us drink water, except I don't have water, so.
Well, we already did.
You're
for
the
those
only
of
one
us
that
who
has
paid
it.
attention, meaning me and Amanda. But anyway, Francois like gets down and kind of like scratches at the floor a little bit, and then comes back over. And Amanda, your paintbrush, it's just a normal paintbrush normally, right?
Yeah, unless I like magic it out.
Yeah, unless you make it get bigger. I got it.
Unless I am big in it. Yeah.
Like you do.
Like you do.
Yeah, Francois goes and is like digging through your stuff and brings over, I mean, it's massive because he's a tiny little mouse boy, brings over in his mouth your paintbrush. And
Oh, I
sets
can
it
make a point
on
where they are. Yeah.
Francois, you're so talented and amazing.
He's just
I
like,
will-
Sorry.
Francois, you talk! Oh my gosh! It's a miracle.
Nick Holmes, did you get into my plant stash again?
Is that I don't know
Follow my
Hazel.
finger.
wait. Those were mint leaves for like after you brush your teeth?
No. How many did you have?
Just one
Okay, that's an
Box.
appropriate amount at least.
per tooth.
Honey, Francois has always been able to talk. Actually, I think maybe you should rest for a little bit, maybe sleep it off, or we can get you some pita and hummus or something.
Okay. Yeah, that's a
Some
little
strong
hungry.
tea.
I could eat.
Got some serious munchies, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, also, you should probably have a nice balanced breakfast before you go off and save the college.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So you all have your nice, relaxing pre-battle breakfast.
Yeah.
And Francois has just been like chilling out on this little arrow spell that you can just see like it's spinning below him. So it looks like he's spinning almost.
As soon as I'm done eating, I'm gonna try to open a portal to wherever the arrow is leading us.
Absolutely. Give me another brains roll. And it's going to be the same target.
Fuck. Okay, come on, dice. Fuck. That's an 11.
Didn't you have an adversity? Oh, you spent it.
I used it. Yeah, that was my last one.
Gotcha.
Could I try also to see if like I was trying to situate Francois in my braid, and I was like didn't look around, and I'm not really paying attention, and so I think the heiress is not going to do it, so I also do it.
You make
Like,
a portal with my
because I'm-
paintbrush?
Yeah, because or no, that's
Yeah.
true. Never mind.
Well, and I was going to say, I mean, one thing that we haven't done a ton of, it's not always been just a total failure, but because Kids on Bikes is more narrative, an 11 is pretty close. So you can get pretty close,
Nice.
but not quite all the way
Not
there.
quite, yeah.
Yeah. Hate
Just
when that-
edging into the portal.
Yeah.
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 So glad we
or
were
ma-
thinking the same thing, Kayla.
Maybe I just step in like it was going to be like right on the money and just step in, and hopefully
I mean, realistically,
not like-
none of you would know necessarily until
That it
you're,
failed.
you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
Well, it didn't fail.
I just
Well,
just
yeah, that
go
it didn't
in.
fully succeed.
Anybody
I'm a
else?
little I have less inhibitions currently.
Yeah, right. That's right.
I will follow Nick and see where we end up.
Yeah.
Guess
Who
we're just
knows?
going into the portal.
So the real
Um,
question before Bozic, before you decide, are the others coming with you, or is it just the three of you?
I think they can hang out here. They
Keep them
they
safe.
might just get in the way. I don't know. Be a liability, you know.
I mean, they are like the ones who are just there to be pretty. So
Mhm.
you're all here
Yeah.
to be pretty too, but you're pretty and good at stuff.
That's
Yeah,
right.
we'll leave our
By
entourage.
good at stuff, you mean good at accidentally eating
Getting high.
weed leaves?
Good at-
Yes.
Good at platonic making out.
That's
Okay.
right. You are really good at
Perfect.
that.
It is-
fellas.
A
It
very
is true.
specific skill set. Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. All right. Let's see where we end up.
I mean, not everybody does that. Like, it does take a level of like friendship and
Yep.
professionalism to not then fall for your friends.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
Yeah. So Eris, you, even though you weren't the first one through, because this is your spell, you still end up kind of in the lead as you are flying through space and time, very like TARDIS-like, just without the TARDIS or the cool music, and you come out in a very dark, but clearly a room of the library.
Is it the Doom Scroll room?
It's not, but it looks similar.
Is everybody with me?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Okay, but I would recognize it. I know all the rooms in the library.
Or do you?
Oh crap! It's a transdimensional library.
Wait, seriously though? It's a room and it look Like it
It
is
looks
clearly
similar.
the library,
It looks
but it
similar
is
to the library.
okay. But
Okay.
then I would know that it's not my library, wouldn't I?
So, give me a brains roll, Nick.
Ooh.
11.
Okay. Yeah. You see that there are like the Pandaros crest and other things that have like the school's name or motto, things like that, around the room as you are inspecting it. So it definitely seems like it's your library, but maybe a part of it you're not familiar with.
Maybe
Is
it's
there
for like
any-
higher level librarians.
Is there anything that I would think of? Like, are there any doors or anything that I have not accessed in my time at the library?
Not any doors.
Oh
But
snap!
so everything I think I know in the library.
Yeah, you think you know everything, but this is clearly a different part of it that you didn't know existed. If
So
only you
it-
had a little heads-up display that showed you the map and what you haven't explored yet.
Yeah.
This part is still smoky.
Are there bookshelves?
Oh, absolutely.
On the bookshelves, are there little Dewey Decimals or Library of Congress numbers that tell me what section of scrolls I'm in?
There are magical runes, which you're not familiar with.
Oh shit!
Not even the like type of runes that they are? Like, or
They
is it a
look
completely different kind?
They look very foreign. Eris, you can almost make out what they say. You think it might be some form of Elvish.
You speak Elvish? Okay.
Don't you?
I do, yeah.
Okay, good.
I speak Elvish and Sylvan
Okay,
and Primordial.
good. I was
so,
gonna say, aren't you an
yeah.
elf?
Yeah. What is it? Okay, of the parts that I can almost make out, can I almost make out any words? Like, does anything kind of jump out at me?
So, as you're trying to figure it out, it just seems like nonsense almost.
Okay.
Like maybe it's in some kind of code, or maybe just the way that their language works is different.
Okay. So, guys, this is wrong. Something's not right. Like these are like Elvish, but not really.
But
Is
also,
it-
this is the library, but not really. Because, like, I've been
Yeah.
everywhere in the library, and I don't feel like this is right.
Well,
And I realize that
here's
I'm
the thing.
high, but
Okay.
like,
But here's the thing: is that we're trying to go to through a portal, and I think maybe something went wrong. Can I try to cast the
Eris,
spell again?
I asked you if you knew what portal you were casting.
I did. I just, I did.
is it possible? And I'm going to start talking about like being in a half dimension. Like, could we be in
Like a pocket
between?
dimension?
No.
I think she
Like-
means like the shadow dimension.
No. Like, here's a dimension and it sits right next to it. Could we be phased in between two?
Yeah,
Because I'm high.
Oh, gotcha. Like if you were like half in the plane of shadow, half in the material.
Yeah.
It's
Gotcha.
the platonic dimension,
Yeah,
the friend zone dimension.
that's right.
You teleported straight to the friend zone. Yeah.
Oh snap! The worst
the
dimension.
But the platonic making out friend zone one.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I was gonna say like the friend zone is really not that bad depending on who your friends are.
It's true.
Yeah, if you're friends with Nicomas, you're probably gonna get some anyway.
It's a pretty great friend zone.
If you're a girl.
Yeah, if you're a
That's
girl,
true.
If you're a guy, maybe. You might think about it.
Probably not.
Okay, but men though.
Yeah. So as you all are trying to figure out, you're kind of debating what to do. You see that the room starts to turn red.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, red's a bad color. Oh no!
I want to
We
open
gotta get
another
out of
portal.
here.
I want to do the point me
Yes.
spell again and then open another portal.
You attempt to,
Oh,
and your
no.
spell fizzles.
Fuck. Guys, we're in a no magic zone.
Oh no!
So both
Shit.
spells fizzle?
Oh, wait, what did you?
I wanted
thought
to
you
do the
were just
point
doing
me
the
spell
portal.
again and then do a portal.
Okay. The pointer spell does work. The portal does not.
Okay, so does the point me spell, is it spinning again or is it static?
It is static. It is pointing directly where this red light is coming from, and it looks like it is a door that has opened.
Great.
And within this door, you see the silhouette of a Minotaur, which you can assume to be a Leonin.
I will extend my paintbrush.
My inhibitions are lowered, as we've established.
What?
And
This is news to me.
Yeah. I have an item that was given to me that I still have, which is a chest plate that lets me step through space, if you will. And
Like
I would
a door?
yeah. So I would like to just kind of do that and step, so I'm not actually going through the door, but going through space and into the room.
Do you want to
Just
be
like
behind them?
Yeah.
Also, I don't remember the name of the song, but I can't help but like my brain was just playing while I was listening to you. The song that's like "Release Your Inhibitions." Feel the rain on your skin. Yeah.
Yep.
No one
Yeah.
else can feel it for you. You can let it in.
This is
The
karaoke hour now,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, now we
Guys,
get the
actually
copyright
tune
strike.
in Friday for a real game where we're singing for
A
real.
real game as opposed to this fake game.
This is a fake game, a real game.
No, but a game where we really are singing. The spells are all songs.
That
That's
sounds
amazing.
really fun.
It really does.
You should watch on Friday.
Yeah.
Sam, Justin, and Jason, it's gonna be a thing.
Wild.
Yeah. Conveniently, this episode should be out by Friday. So, you know,
There you go.
if you're listening to this, make sure you haven't missed it.
Yeah. Even Footing Games Twitch on Friday.
Woo!
So, Eris, you extend your paintbrush.
Yeah.
And Nick, you're wanting to teleport behind them?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a brains roll with your magic die.
Okay. I got an 8 plus 4, so 12.
Damn.
Nice.
Oh no,
My-
that's not your
12 is my brains die.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to teleport behind them. And from that side, all you see is a silhouette.
Are they not really here? Am I in a halfway dimension?
You're in the platonic makeout zone now.
That doesn't sound too
I
bad.
mean, that's where I always am.
Sounds great. I don't know what the problem is.
This is Nick's reality always.
Sounds
It's
way more
always
fun
the
than fighting
platonic.
teachers. I don't know.
Yeah.
But you feel, Nick, as you are standing behind them, or you think behind them, you feel like you are being pulled back through the doorway. And you see that the silhouettes are moving forward into the room as well.
Do they know I'm here?
I mean, they know that you just disappeared.
I wanna stab one with a dagger.
Amazing. Give me a fight roll.
Okay, let's see what I've got in fight. A D4. Awesome.
Yeah. Your target is 4.
Okay.
You can
No
do it.
magic on this one?
No.
I think we've established that.
2. So I get a lovely little
Token.
token.
Yeah.
Yay.
Go for it. Yeah, I think that you go to stab at Gorio's and you like get just a little bit of his chitin, but not actually any skin. Like you don't draw blood or anything.
But he's there.
You think?
Chitinous.
Listen, I'm just gonna keep giving you vague answers
I'm
because I like frustrating you sometimes.
yeah, I'm high and I think I'm in a half dimension.
So you're
We're
extra.
in some kind of red dimension, apparently. That's the
The
place.
red light dimension.
That's in the red light dimension.
Oh, right. Okay. I've been here before. Okay. Now
Okay,
it's familiar.
okay. It's all coming
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
We get it. Bozic fucks.
On my semester abroad. I came
Bozic
here.
doesn't bother with platonic makeouts. Bozic just fucks.
Yeah, duh. Platonic makeouts are for the week.
I mean, platonic makeouts are just like what you do when you're bored.
Why waste my time platonically making out if it's not going to lead anywhere?
Wow.
I mean, because making out is lovely. Bozic, it's fine. Whatever.
You guys
have
are like,
this conversation
on
when
this
I'm not
fight
trying
right now. Okay.
when I'm not
Harrison,
trying
like-
to stab a Leonin.
Oh, I would stab that Leonin, if you know what I mean.
You're timing out from the fight to hit on the Leonin.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's hot.
flirting is a free action, obviously.
Yay!
It's
Because it happens all the time anyway.
homebrew rules on
So-
here on Hammer of the Gods.
What
Flirting
the
is always
fuck
a
is
free action.
happening?
So,
Other than Nakoma's being high, and we're stuck in this weird
Yeah.
pocket dimension.
so
Can I
you're
try to
in
stab somebody?
you're in a mostly dark library room, other
Yep.
than this red light now, and
Yep.
there's the silhouette, you assume, of Kalasmir and Gorios, Minotaur and
Oh.
Leonin for sure.
Oh yeah, okay.
Nick just teleported behind them, tried to stab. I mean, you would be able to see Nick's silhouette as well. Try to stab, and you might see like a little flitter of some chitin material come off of Gorios.
His abs are a lot tighter than I thought they were. Is what it is.
You're stabbing him from behind in his abs. You're like, hey,
She was
let me
going
just-
for like
let me
the
reach around and
yeah,
like,
she was going for the throat
feel-
slit, but he's really short, so just across the abs.
Yeah, you had to get a good feel for the abs to find out where to stab them.
Yeah.
You may not like men, but like you can still appreciate their physical features.
The problem with men isn't the male form, okay?
No,
The male person.
that's really true though.
It's so true. God. If you just like never like spoke or did anything, it would be a much more pleasant experience.
For real.
So I wasn't gonna say anything because I had like this inspiration before the episode. But I feel like this is an appropriate time to tell you the name that I came up with for this because it just got even better without you all knowing. That this is the Minotaur or the Man in the Woods.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Amazing.
So
Yeah, definitely would choose the Minotaur.
Yeah.
20 out of 10.
Yeah. 100% of the time. Yeah.
So, like I said, Bozic and Harris, you see that Nick has appeared behind these two and tried to cut at Gorios.
I want to try and throw like just like an energy ball at them, kind of.
What kind of energy?
Chaotic energy, just to bring the balance back to chaos.
Yeah,
Mhm.
of course.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Give
The
me a brains roll.
Center of Eris's being. Oh, I just dropped my D4 on the floor.
I just now am forever going to picture Eris as like a ravioli, but the inside is chaos.
The inside is just swirling chaos. I just dropped a caltrop on my floor and I'm gonna die.
Amazing. And it's dark, so it's even better.
It's dark.
Oh, goody. You're definitely going to find that at some point.
I'm so
Mhm.
excited
With
for
your
that
foot.
to happen. Really.
With your foot
I
or
am-
your knee.
I'm
That's
using
all.
some really cool dice by Spectral Craft Dice. They look like space
Ooh.
dice.
Wow.
And except for my last die roll, they've been really good.
How convenient that we have a command for Alana. So
Oh,
check out there.
Spectral Craft Dice.
Wow.
It's almost like they've been on this show a few times.
Almost.
Crazy.
I got a total of 5 on my D10 roll.
Okay.
Did you also do a magic die?
Oh, I
though?
did. I did.
Yeah, that was why the caltrop got thrown on the floor.
Oh,
And my +1 for brains. It doesn't matter. My total was 5. Maya, where's my
Doing so good.
buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nick, what's your flight?
Oh no.
My flight is a 10.
Okay.
Wow.
Can you roll that for me, please?
Nick likes to run.
Sure. With
Away.
am I doing it with my winged shoes? Is this magical flight?
I would say with your winged shoes, yes.
Okay. 7.
So 7.
Yeah.
Okay. It still beats what Eris got, so I will say that you do not get blasted.
Thank
But you absolutely have to fly into the room in order to not get hit with this ball of chaos.
Okay.
So, the three of you are back in this darkened, fairly small, maybe like 20 foot by 20 foot room of the library. And these two have just been ominously standing there. They haven't said anything, they haven't done anything yet.
I want to throw up some like light orbs. Just
Okay.
so that we can see if they're actually here or not. Or if they're
Trying to make that rave happen.
Yeah, I just want something to happen.
And I can see really well in the dark.
Yeah. Part of the issue is the red light.
Yeah.
Because whenever you're looking right at it, you just see the silhouette.
Right.
So it's less about the darkness there. But once you are back in the room, the red light fades. It's still there, but it's no longer a doorway. It's like a pinprick.
Yeah, I want to make some light orbs around the room.
Yeah. So how many?
Like 3.
Okay. Yeah. So you throw up these light orbs, and I'm assuming just like regular white light.
Yeah.
Not like black light.
I don't want to know what happens in this room.
I mean, I could probably give some moonlight to the situation if we need a different kind of light, but
I think that's more like the sensual kind of light.
Yeah,
I'm just saying
setting the mood light.
That would be the kind of light I would control. Is a really nice
oh my god,
ambiance.
Your tiara makes ambiance for like fucking. It's the mood
Yeah,
lighting.
it does. It's a moonstone.
More like a moonstone, am I right?
Does. Guys, I realize that you might think that Nokomos has no game because of this whole 1.5-year campaign we've been in, but she has a little. Besides platonic making out, and she has managed to get some short girls. So like,
and she has been in several relationships. Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, but the quality of the relationships leaves a lot to be desired.
You know,
you've had a lot better luck with the tall girls
in relationships, but at what cost?
True.
Yeah. So as you throw up these lights, you see they are definitely at least projecting into the room, and you can assume because Nick was able to cut the chitin a little bit of Goryo's that they are probably actually here, or it's a very, very good fake.
Yeah.
Can I do something?
Sure.
I have a spell I want to cast. It's like a psychic, necromantic energy.
Absolutely.
Spell.
Kill him dead.
So I want
what kind of effect would it have?
It's it's described as a disorienting spike of psychic energy.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
So I'm kind of hoping to break their hold on whatever spell or thing that is causing them to project.
Yeah. And you can roll with your magic die, but I'm going to say you get a bonus d4.
Ooh.
What's my... It's d4 is the magic die?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I just roll a d4?
Roll 2d4.
Okay.
But also, don't you need to have a base one?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's
like for brains? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Words are
Well, I rolled the 2d4 and I got maximum, so I got an 8 on the 2d4.
Wow.
And then I'm rolling my brains.
Mm-hmm.
Do magic dice explode? I don't remember.
I don't think they do. I was just thinking that, but I don't think they do.
I don't think
because that seems like that would be a lot.
Yeah.
Powerful.
And then I got a 7 on my 8 die.
Okay. Yeah. That's pretty decent.
Pretty good.
Very decent.
Are you trying to hit both of them or just one of them?
Both of them if I can.
I mean,
With maximum on both of my
I'll
magic
say with a
spells.
15
Oh,
on
yeah.
the 8 is pretty good.
yeah. No, I was just trying to think because you said it describes it as like a spike. But you know what? I'll say that maybe you're casting it at Kalasmir at first, and as you're casting the single spike, a second one shoots out that you didn't intend to cast.
It's that chaotic magic.
It's the ravioli filling. Yep.
Spicy.
Don't ask questions.
Oh, well.
I bring a sort of chaotic energy to the group that was otherwise lacking. That's all I'm saying.
I bring a sort of ravioli energy that you didn't know we needed.
You never know. I think I'm more like a
you can
tortellini,
steal
but
that.
you don't know. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm
Depends
more
on
of
the
a
day.
cavatappi myself, but that's fine.
I don't even know what that is.
What's the real spiral one?
Yeah.
Spirals. Learn your
The more you know.
pastas, Rick.
Yeah, come on, Rick.
My
Get
bad.
it together, Rick.
You say you like pasta, you name one
It's the
pasta
best
shape.
one for macaroni and cheese, for
The
sure.
best pasta shape, macaroni. There you
I don't
go.
know. I think shells are the best for
Yeah.
macaroni.
Oh, I think
That's true.
cavatappi is the best for macaroni and cheese,
Anyway.
personally.
As much as I would love to talk pasta.
This is a pasta show now.
Welcome to
You
our
said
TED
you wanted-
Talk.
You said you wanted nudes, so this is what we gave you.
Yeah, this is no longer Hammer of the Gods, it's Hammer of the Pasta.
Yeah. Horny
Anyway.
bunny nudes.
Nudes.
So you cast this spell, like I said, a second spike of this psychic necromantic energy, which I'm just picturing necromantic as like Disney green, because why not?
Sure.
Them's the rules.
Yeah. And it hits both of them, and it seems to cause some damage, but they don't seem to physically react.
Oh, so nothing. There's like no like wavering of the spell or anything like that.
I mean, you don't know if it's a spell. Like, they may
Oh,
physically be there.
okay.
Right, I think they might be here this time.
Shit.
And
Bummer.
as your spell resolves itself, Kalasmir just says, "That was impressive. That almost hurt."
What an
Okay.
asshole.
Such a good teacher.
I'm not thrilled with the mocking, buddy.
Yeah.
No, I'm not thrilled with your interference in our plans.
Not thrilled with your plans. But
Yeah. And you know what
Don't have
else?
to be.
The gods aren't okay with your plans.
Oh, says who?
the gods. Like
The
literal-
gods.
the gods.
The ones that we've talked to.
You spoke to the gods.
One of
Yes.
them.
I find that suspect at best.
Excuse me, if my friend said that she spoke to a god, then she sure as fuck spoke to a god.
you
In
all
fact,
saw her
we all
too.
saw
Yeah.
Celine in the flesh, and she blessed us. So
And she was hot as fuck.
yeah,
Like
I mean,
hotter
that
than
goes
you
without
guys.
saying.
And out of character, none of you were stoned for this.
No.
No, of course not. It really
Irrelevant.
happened. We all experienced it, so it was real.
Amanda, did you
shared
say
experience.
irrelevant?
Irrelevant, yes. Shared experiences are real experiences. That's how it works.
Mhm, mhm. And Gorios, who you haven't really had much interaction with at all, or don't really know anything about. Shut up. Just says, we at the Seaside Coalition for Arcane Matters
Oh no.
have had enough of the three of you interfering.
Like, who even are
So
you?
we are
Yeah.
here to get rid of you forever.
We're just
Seems
like
subtle.
we're just like basic like arcane students. Like I can't even really think that we're a threat.
Right?
I
Like, we were literally
No.
just trying to join the journalism club.
yeah.
Nick flips her hair that's definitely braided when they say that and is like, you know, if you guys can't handle us, like, that's really on you.
And Gorios, just as you mentioned, the journalism club is like, we've dealt with Anaxagora. that's how we knew to come after you.
That was rude.
Yeah, because bad guys are always very polite.
Always.
Maybe they should learn to be. Okay.
Eris,
Hmm.
can you please give me a brains roll?
Oh, I don't want to. I'm scared. Do I use a magic die or not?
Yeah.
Fuck me. It's a total of 7. What's my target number?
Oh no, it's a lot higher than that.
Oh no.
Her brains is only an 8.
It's a D10.
Oh, it's a D10.
Give her some credit.
Okay, but I failed 2 rolls, so now I have 4 adversity tokens. So what's my target number?
Still too high for that. It's
Fuck.
50.
Okay. Oh wow,
Jesus.
no chance there.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
So, as you have been kind of talking back to these teachers, Kalasmir starts to gather energy and whips at you with this crackling electricity. And Eris, you are brought to your knees in pain.
Well, that was fucking rude.
What a great
No, I don't know what else to say. I would like to I don't know, I failed my roll, so I don't know what I can do. I guess I just need a second to recover from it. I don't know.
So I want to pray again. And I kind of want to do my Moonlight Sanctuary. That is sort of a buff to us and a create some sort of safety around us.
Okay.
So I want to pray to Celine and that she kind of envelops us with her light. And yeah, I want to cast that.
Give me grit with your magic die.
Okay. What's my target?
Your target is however good you can roll.
My dice explodes. My dice fucking explodes. It's
So
a
you got
20.
a nat 20, what I'm hearing.
I got a nat 20. It's Elena's little potion bottle.
Yay!
Nice.
Selena.
And 22. Hold on, I'm gonna explode my dice again. And then I got a 12, so that's 32 plus 34 plus 1 because of my moonstone thing. So
Nice.
I have 35.
And actually, because I gave this to Bozic for using something that's within his domain, roll a second d4 just for shits and giggles.
Okay. Another 2. 37.
Yeah. So you start praying, and you are again enveloped in this moonlight. And you are no longer in this room of the library. You are back in the domain of Celine.
Just Nick?
All three of you.
It should have been like around us.
Yeah, it's all three of
Oh,
you.
so we're not in the creepy room anymore.
Right.
Oh.
Also, whoever needs it has an inspiration, which I'm just going to let you re-roll.
I don't need
You
your
can think right.
fucking. Not when I get a nat 20.
Well,
somebody
yeah,
else
but
can use it.
Somebody else needs it.
Man, if I had just been doing cleric spells this whole time, I could have just been getting nats left and right.
Right.
That's how that works.
That's definitely how it
20
works.
is when you cast cleric spells.
Yeah,
Anyway.
evidently.
So now that you are in Celine's realm, what do you plan to do here?
First of all, I just want to see if Eris is okay and if she needs. I have been carrying around because I'm looking at my character sheet now.
Mhm.
I have some healing potions I can give her if she needs a little.
Oh, she definitely
pick-me-up.
needs them. Eris is pretty hurt.
Okay. I have 2 potions of healing, which I don't know what that does in this game, but you can have one or both.
Do I need one or
One would
both?
do it. One would do
All right. I will take one.
It doesn't heal the emotional wounds, but the physical ones.
That's fine. That's what therapy is for.
Yeah.
It's true.
1 potion of healing.
So, Bozic, you've definitely not had any experience like you had with that spell before. That's something new. You've not really had any real interaction with Hecate. You've not really had any real interaction with Hecate. Also, thank you for the song, Tesla. It's my favorite. But yeah, it's just a very strange thing that you've never had happen before.
Well, it's interesting that they said that thing about, I don't know, they've been looking for us and they're from that whatever magic
From
place. Scamp. So I wonder if that had something to do with it.
Well, we
with
know
your
that
spell doubling?
Yeah.
we know that the gods are on our side, though.
Yeah, maybe you should try to commune with Hecate.
She doesn't really like to be communed with. She's pretty independent.
Oh man, that makes her a perfect partner for you.
Except
Yeah.
for the being a girl part.
Well,
yeah.
Well, yeah.
I
Platonic.
mean,
platonic partner.
yeah.
Platonic life partner.
That's right.
Platonic
life
makeout partner. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Platonic
That's what I was
soul
thinking of.
holder.
Yeah,
She
I
just
was
controls my
definitely-
soul.
I was definitely thinking Jay and Silent Bob, but I got the words wrong. Thank you. Yeah, so Bozic, you are like, no, Hecate, you know, like I can't just like call her up, right? Because
Yeah.
that's be too weird. I don't know. Didn't like that.
We're not that tight. Like,
Yeah.
I like signed my soul over to her, but that doesn't mean that we like talk. If that makes sense.
I want to say to Celine, like, do you think that the other gods are with us on this?
And you see that she is, very bisexually sitting in her throne. So, yeah, obviously,
Thank God.
Legs over one arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
There would
Do
be
it,
no
Caleb.
way that Nick would worship a god that wasn't going
Yeah.
all the ways.
So as she's just relaxing in her throne, she says, "Of course." And from behind her throne, you see a very familiar, again, Disney villain green light flash. And Bozic, you see a face that you've definitely seen a lot in iconography, a lot of your books, like spell books especially, and then other places that you may have gone to go to pay respect, pay homage to Hecate, the triple head. So it's like one face and then two, it's like one head, but they have 3 faces essentially. And so you see this woman with 3 faces step out from behind the throne with a large black dog that almost seems to absorb any light into it.
Happy.
And says, "Well, hello, Bozic."
Oh, Hecate. Wow. It's so good to be in your presence again. Didn't expect to see you very much at all. Why are you here?
Well, I'm sure you know things have gotten a little out of hand at your school.
Yeah, that's putting it lightly.
And I don't know if you're aware, but your school is quite important to magic. And should these chaos cultists gain complete control, it would be difficult, to say the least. And I know Celine told you that some of the other gods have gone missing. If Pandaros were to fall, likely they would come for the rest of us.
Oof.
So
Who's to
what do
say
you
what that
need
would
of
do?
us?
Who's to say what that would do to your little world? And was hoping you could take care of this matter, because I don't particularly like to manifest down there with the little people.
I understand that, of course. I mean, it's literally below you. But I mean, you have to. I hope you've been watching and you've seen that we've been trying our best to stop the situation for at least a full semester at this point. So I'm not sure what we can do more of to actually end this because they seem pretty powerful and capable of beating us.
They're also afraid of us. That's why they're mocking us.
And so you can tell the face that you've been talking to thus far would be the one that is considered the mother out of the maiden, the mother, and the crone. And the maiden turns, just kind of rotates the head without turning her body, kind of exorcist style, but less terrifying and more.
Maybe?
Right? Yeah, maybe.
Kind of not, maybe, mostly because really powerful goddess. Turns to you and says, "We know. We've been watching. We know that you've been trying. And that's why we're here to help. We're here to give you a little bit of a boost to, well, you've heard the stories of the ancient heroes and how we frequently will help them so that they can succeed in their tasks. And that's why you're here now. To be big heroes."
Nick kind of like kneels down and says, "I will happily be a champion to help in this mission."
I will follow suit.
I mean, you just tell us what to do, Hecate, and it's your will that we will follow.
I will give you the gifts that you need, and I trust. The crone face turns to you and says, "I'm always watching, Bazik, and I trust that you can succeed in this task." And as she says that, everything goes black, and you all return to the creepy room, as you put it. But it seems like everything is frozen. You can see that Kalasmir and Gorios appear to be stopped in time almost. And Nick, your tiara glows with a radiant moonlight. Bazik,
Do I? Oh,
no,
I was going to say, do I feel any different? Do I feel like I have?
Definitely.
Okay.
Bazik, you had a wand that you used, correct?
Yeah, technically. No,
So-
I have a wristband, like the gothic fishnet
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
glove like wristband thing with the Hecate symbol on it that I use as a spellcasting focus.
I'll let you tell me how you think that would change with Hecate's additional blessing.
I think the Hecate symbol would like be like raised and be glowing with like the magic.
Absolutely. And Nick, you additionally have some sort of almost feels like a blade in your hand, like a V shape that you feel like you could potentially, I don't know, throw at someone.
Ooh, okay.
Bazik, you see a very familiar jet black dog is standing next to you.
What a good boy.
Yeah. I should say a two-headed dog because, it's cooler that way.
Yeah.
And Eris, how would chaos manifest for you?
I would think it would be like almost like a shield around me, like a like a constant like buzzing energy shield?
Yeah. I think it's probably similar. Actually, we'll just say you all would recognize, Eris, you probably wouldn't be able to recognize because you're wearing it, essentially. But Nick and Bozic would know from stories that this is like a spectral, glowing blue version of Achilles' armor.
Whoa.
That's dope.
Sick.
Okay, that's awesome.
And so, as you all are processing these changes, you have a moment to act.
Throw my fancy blade.
I sick the dog on them.
Nice. I want to try to kind of duplicate what they did with the energy whip, but I want to try and wrap it around their ankles to pull them down.
Don't you have some kind of magical item that's like a manacle?
Nope.
Are you sure?
I have a talisman
Mm,
and fiend's bones, but they're more defensive than anything else.
gotcha. For some reason, I thought you had all of them.
Got a big old paintbrush.
True.
I thought I did too, but I only have 2 written down, and I don't remember what the third one was.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You know what? I think that still works though. That you go to cast this spell. You're trying to, like you said, duplicate what spell was used on you,
Mhm.
and it manifests almost into like manacles
Okay.
around both of their legs, also tying them together.
Nice.
And were you trying to pull them down or just trap them?
I just kind of want to incapacitate them, like make it so that they're not, so it's more difficult for them to move, and because the dog is going after them, so they'll be more at a disadvantage.
Absolutely. Nick, give me a grit roll, and give me the 2d4 with it.
Okay. That's not good. It's a 5, 8, 9 plus 1, 10.
I mean, that's not that bad. But also, you do have the reroll if you want to use it, or you
Okay.
can,
I'll use the reroll.
you can think about it.
That's a nat 20.
Nice.
Roll it again.
That's a 1.
The dice giveth and the dice taketh. Okay. What about your 2d4?
So 4. So it is 25 plus 1, 26.
Okay. So you throw this. It's a boomerang. I just,
Ooh.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. Going with the Sailor Moon theme.
Yeah. I'm with you.
And it hits Calasmir square in the chest, bounces off, hits Gorio's, and then comes back around to you, right back to your hand.
Nice.
And Bozic, you sick this 2-headed dog on them, and he lunges at them, grabbing at their throats. And these 2 heads are just like viciously shaking them back and forth. Are you just gonna let that play out, or are you gonna try to stop it?
Jesus. Well, that was Hecate's will. So, God damn it, Tesla. What?
Tesla's providing a soundtrack. That's right.
That's right. It's a vicious sounding.
Mhm.
That's Hecate's will, and who am I to stand in the way of the power that she gave me?
That's right.
Pretty brutal, but I guess.
I mean, if they both die, you all have no answers.
Fair
or any real resolution to this, other than they're dead. But you know that there are others.
I'll just say when the dogs are doing that, I'm like, You have approximately 3 seconds of life left, so if you would like to keep your life, now would be a good time to let us know that you want to give us some info. Otherwise, I will just let my dogs kill you.
And Kelsmere casts a spell, and it blasts the dog backwards. Very, very, I don't like hurting dogs, so it's not hurting it. It just like pushes it backwards. And says, you can't stop what we've started.
But we can.
Chaos will return all things to chaos.
But you're not. You are
you're
trying
literally
to control chaos.
Right.
The gods want chaos to be chaos, but you are trying to control it and bend it to your will.
Oh no, the gods want chaos to stay where they've locked it away. Where it can't be effective, where it can do nothing.
But you telling chaos what to do defeats the purpose of chaos.
We don't tell chaos what to do. We just unleash it.
At who you want.
Well, of course.
For your purposes.
So that makes
That's
it no
not
longer
chaos.
chaotic.
And he just chuckles. He doesn't say anything in response.
I want to try to... I don't even know how it would look. Basically, like mess with their emotions, I guess. Give them kind of like a truth serum, like emotionally.
Like a non-Euclidean.
Yeah, like a
Yes.
non-Euclidean truth zone. But I want it to like
non-lying zone.
Right, a non-lying zone. That's right. Yeah, I want to try to duplicate that. Apparently, Eris is just all about duplicating spells.
Yeah.
But at least you've seen it before.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's true.
You've seen it before, so that does lower the difficulty.
True.
So give me a brains roll, and that you said D10, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So it'll be a 9.
Got it. 9.
Like on the dot.
Yeah, I had to use adversity tokens. So,
Hey.
yes.
Still counts.
Yep.
Yeah, so you cast your non-Euclidean, non-lying zone spell. And what are you asking them?
Me. This
I know,
not
our most charismatic character.
so good at talking. Good with the words.
You're so good at this.
So good at stuff. Tell us... I don't even know. Tell us who else is involved. How can we make this stop?
Which do you want answered?
How do we make this stop?
You don't.
Who else is involved?
And you're pretty sure that they believe that. Whether that's true or not.
Got it. Okay. It's true to them.
Yes.
Okay.
And they said, well, it goes all the way to the top. It goes all the way to the superintendent, to Kamarian, who you would know is who took over after the Not Beholder.
Yeah. Wow, that was really early on.
Yep.
It was right around the dance.
Yeah.
The first one.
Yeah, that was a while ago. And what?
I think
Go
Eris,
ask questions. Do it.
Well, no, I was gonna say, I think Bozic, maybe just make the dogs eat them. Like, these guys are.
Yeah, it kind of seems like, every time we try to fix a problem, there's something more going on, and that it just keeps getting to be above us. So, yeah, I don't really care if the dog eats their throats or whatever.
And as you say that, Gorios just says to you in response that, much like the Hydra, we will continue to grow new heads. And then the dogs finish them.
Okay, well, I mean, we are way too low level to try and take whoever's at the top down. So,
But we need to go to
We have to
Kina.
do it. What if
I guess all we can do now is just spread the word and just let people know that this
Yeah,
is
but-
happening and let people be aware of it.
I think we have to try and take out the superintendent.
I'm gonna be honest with you. And like I point at my crown and my boomerang and I say, Celine chose me. I gotta do this.
And Hecate chose you.
Well, I feel like I've
Drafted
fulfilled a lot
you.
of
Either way.
Hecate's will with the dog and everything, but I still don't see how we can be of much more use if we could barely take on these low-level people.
Well, we took them on just fine once
Yeah.
we had more help.
And you all have sort of in the back of your mind a voice that makes you question, were they low level? Because these are teachers. Claire was low level for sure. The students who helped to perpetuate the AI and spread it throughout the campus are low level. These are teachers, though, who have been here for quite a while. And, I mean, up until the divine intervention, didn't seem to be doing a whole lot of harm to them. That they were potentially harming you more than you were them.
Right.
But I think we've been chosen, but I don't want to pretend, Bozic, that I understand your relationship with Hecate.
His situationship with Hecate.
You know, but
I have a great
Celine
respect for
is-
chaos, and I think that we need to do what needs to be done
yeah.
to make sure chaos is where it needs to be. I think that we have to try.
I agree. I mean, I think we should let Kina know what's going on, as we absolutely can trust her, and she's proven that. And maybe she can give us information about the superintendent, or get the superintendent to where we need. But
All right, let's go see Kina and regroup.
okay.
As you say that, the red pinprick starts to grow again into a doorway. And you know that your portal earlier
Fizzled out.
would not cast.
Okay.
Okay, well, that's the exit, I think.
Is it?
Is somebody coming through it?
It's just a big sign that says exit.
Great. Let's go.
Escape.
So you walk out through this and find yourselves back in Kina's classroom, where you had been before you teleported.
Okay.
And Kina's just like, holy fuck, where have you been?
How long have we been gone?
A couple of days?
Oh,
Hey.
shit.
Shit. Sorry.
Well, we were. A lot's happened. Not nearly 2 days worth, but a lot. And are we still? Am I still glowing?
Your tiara for sure. And Bozik's arm.
Yeah.
And actually, Eris, you're wearing a full set of glowing armor.
Nice.
So yes, you're all glowing.
Okay. Yeah, so we're kind of supposed to take care of the superintendent, who is definitely a arcane
Bad guy.
coastal
Coalition.
seaside
Arcane
coalition of arcane matters. Yes, the scam people.
I mean, I didn't really like them that much in the first place. Not because they're a gnome, just, they were kind of a douche.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think that they were with Scam, though.
Apparently they're the head.
And they're the ones that are spearheading this AI in order to control chaos in the way that they want it controlled. And the gods are not happy about it. And they have chosen us to help.
Well, I guess there's only one thing to do. And as you see, she starts casting a spell. Seems like a similar spell to what you cast, Eris, for your portal, but maybe a little bit more complex.
Okay.
You can assume maybe a little bit more precise.
Yeah. This means
Bozic,
I'll be better at portals, right? Because I'm watching her cast a bit more precise one. Awesome.
Bozic, you see Xanatos is sleeping, kind of off in the corner. Are you going to say anything to him before you leave?
No.
Is
He's sleeping. I don't want to wake him up. That's rude.
Are the other two sleeping too?
Yeah, we'll say they are.
Nick leans over to Eris. Hey, do you want to have a good luck friendship kiss before we
sure,
go fight
totally.
this?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
We have to make sure we're still the same people.
Exactly. Always.
I mean, you're not the same people you were 2 days ago.
It's true. Well, then we have to relearn the signs.
Exactly.
Just how it works. I want to poke one of them with my paintbrush.
Okay. Which one?
Haloum, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Haloum turns out to be a pretty light sleeper. And it's just like, oh, wait. Eris?
Yeah.
What are you wearing?
Oh, it's just like goddess blessed armor. No problem. Don't worry about it. I just wanted to make sure that you guys are okay and that we're gonna go out and take care of the problem. And we'll be back.
Is that Achilles' armor?
It is, yeah.
It's weirdly kind of hot, and I don't really I'm not into girls, but
right. I mean, I think I look pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Also, Bozic, you're glowing too, and Nick, you're all literally glowing.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're pretty dope.
Celine has blessed this endeavor.
Two just rolls over. Is like, why is everybody glowing? This is weird.
Just letting you know that we're back, but we're leaving again. But we're gonna try and take care of the problem.
Okay. Bye. And he just curls up into Haloum's crook of his neck.
I just say to Haloum, I just say, in case this is bad or anything, love you, bestie. Bye.
Xanatos clearly has stirred a little bit with this conversation that's going on, and it's just like, oh, you're back. I wasn't sure you all were coming back after 2 days and hadn't heard anything. It's really starting to worry.
Sorry, I don't think we can really communicate in a friend zone dimension. So
dimension.
And it's not like we haven't gone longer without speaking, Xanatos. So
right. No, I'm not trying to be clingy. It's just you all portaled out to go do some scary shit, and then
sorry, I just feel like you're a little hostile towards me about not telling you when we were coming back, when we literally had no idea that we were gone that long.
I'm sorry. So. I don't mean to come off that way. I apologize, but I was worried.
Nick is not saying anything, but is so animated.
Well, you were right to be worried. It's been a pretty serious few hours for us. I realize it's been way longer for you, so I'm sure that what you've experienced has been a little bit more intense. But yeah, we have some other stuff to do still before this can be over. But hopefully this will be the end of it.
I hope so. Please be safe.
We'll try. You take care of yourself too.
I think we'll be okay.
Yeah.
Nick goes over and gives Xanatos a hug.
Oh.
He does that like thing where you
Well, he's
aren't
tall.
expecting it. Yeah. Well, and like where you're not expecting it, and so he just
Yeah.
like, kind of like looks at Bozic and was like raises an eyebrow, like he's not really sure what he's supposed to do, and then he just like hugs back.
Nick
Kind of
is
awkwardly.
absolutely furious on Xanatos' behalf because she does not know why Bozic is like not being like sweet and nice to his person.
Because they're not
so, like-
dating, Nick.
What is even that? Why would you make out with anybody who you didn't like? I don't know.
Do you like me?
I like him.
I mean,
I like him a lot.
yeah. So you're at least friends, right?
Yeah, definitely. And
so you should be like, tell your friends that you love them, right? Oh my gosh.
Has Bozic said that to you guys before?
What?
Has Bozic said that to you guys before? Because I feel like okay,
No.
so that's the like threshold of like Bozic friendship knowledge right there.
Haloom, love you, buddy. Xanatos, love you too, buddy. Toog, we're getting there.
Toog's like, I love you too, short girl.
Never
But
mind, I
doesn't-
do love you now.
Like, does not open his eyes. He's still just cuddled up.
Never mind. I love Toog now too. Love you, Kina.
She's like,
and,
that's weird. Here.
That is not appropriate.
Please don't. Like, thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah.
In the
feel like
nicest way possible.
I have the capacity to care for people and to care for individuals, of course, but that doesn't mean that I'm just gonna go getting all mushy gushy with all of my feelings all the time.
In case we die, Eris, I kind of like you too, in maybe more than friends way. I don't know. You're tall, and I haven't dated tall people before, and so I'm a little worried about that.
Maybe you guys should kiss about it.
Babe, that's so embarrassing. You have a crush on me. Oh my god.
We have already kissed.
That's
It's fine. Let's
yeah,
go.
but platonically, maybe you guys should kiss as like maybe we're not
No.
platonically.
Not the time, Bozic. Not the time. Don't try and throw your 2 cents when you are obviously such an expert on romance now.
Okay.
That's an after fight kiss. It's a celebration kiss.
Bozic,
There you go.
It'll be there after the fight. Don't you worry. I'll let you know.
I'm rooting for you too.
And-
You'd make a weird but cute couple.
Oh, thanks. Weird
The
but
best
cute is what I
compliment.
strive for.
It's the best compliment.
Mm.
And Kina's like, all right, now that whatever that was is over, let's go. And you see that there is like this elaborate runic door that she has made with magic that
Okay.
opens up into another part of campus. And as you all step through, she says, all right, usually the superintendent, I think they're taking a nap. This is usually what I've seen them doing. I think this is our time. It's, their mid-afternoon nap. Let's go. And you see that the superintendent's door is before you. It is this very large wooden door. The surface of it is pretty plain, but the outside of it has like intricate mosaic tiles depicting like a history of the university. And the door doesn't seem to be locked. Almost as if they're not expecting anyone to try anything.
Kina, a moment before we go in. What can we expect from the superintendent? Do you think that they're pretty powerful, or is there anything that we should be concerned with going into this, even with the blessings of all of our gods?
I think it's hard to say.
And what do you have to offer in all this?
She just like looks down at her muscles. Like, I mean, the usual.
Straight up muscle mommy. I love it. Let's go.
Yeah. Gay up, muscle mommy, get it right.
Yeah.
She's just like, I don't know them very well. I don't think that they got this position based on their level of magical power per se, but there are things that I've heard about the position, that the title itself gives you certain powers. And that's why I think catching them while they're sleeping is probably the only way we're going to get this done.
Okay.
And with that, she throws open the door, and you do see that this gnome is just absolutely, it's like a very large, not a rolling chair, but similar to a rolling chair, and it's kind of like reclined backwards, and they are just absolutely asleep, snoring, little drool dripping down the side of their face.
I want to try and duplicate the manacles. Not around the ankles, but like to try to like wrap around them to tie them to the chair.
Okay. Anything more specific than that? Asking
Kinda
for
like-
reasons.
Reasons? Oh, great. Don't like that. I want their hands to kind of be like behind their back, so they're not like functionable. That's
Okay. That's good.
And at the same time, because I want this to be a surprise effect, I want to cast like a big scary spell that's like right above their head that
Okay.
shocks them essentially.
Absolutely.
And I'm throwing.
nice.
That's what I
Shock.
keep doing.
Shock.
You couldn't tell.
Yeah. Why don't you all give me a roll with your best stat?
Best stat?
Yay.
All right.
Mm-hmm. I can't remember for Bozic, what is your best?
Charm.
That's what I thought.
Mine is also charm.
I got a crit fail.
Oh
Oh,
no!
no.
I got a crit success.
It explodes.
Ooh. Okay.
I did
get
not
an
get
adversity
a
token though.
I did not get a crit fail or a crit success, but I did get a 17. Were we supposed to roll magic with this?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I got a dirty 20 plus 1 because of my moonstone.
And Bozic, I'm going to give you the godly reroll here
Ooh.
Yeah.
So just a reroll.
of your d20. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I got a 37.
Jesus.
That's what
Wasn't
I
that
got
what
before.
Nick got? Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a 5.
Oh no.
Oh my god. All together?
Well, that was just on the 20 value.
What about
So?
your 2d4?
Oh, I didn't roll those.
Oh, 2d4?
Oh yeah, I didn't.
kidding,
I
I
only
got a-
rolled 1.
Just
Oh
kidding,
my
I got a
God,
40.
Amanda.
My bad.
Yeah, and I got a 23.
Did you get ones on that too?
Yep, I got a
Oh, that's
7
a
total.
That is a bummer.
My little bell is
Okay.
like ding 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 ding.
It's very spoopy.
Is it?
Spoopy, not spooky.
Okay,
That's
spoopy. Dang it.
No, I think more than anything, a lot of the lack of effect is because of the surprise and the fact that they were sleeping whenever you initially cast it. So they wake up and they're just like, "Oh, the fuck is going on?" Also, what? Oh, that's unnerving. Like I would probably be scared if I wasn't so confused right now.
Yeah. Until you got hit in the face with a boomerang.
That's true.
Wow.
Just a delayed
Man, I'm
effect.
so
It
confused. Oh, bam.
smacks them in the face. And then returns to your hand, of course. You know.
Of course.
Yeah. So I mean, they asked you what the fuck is going on.
We're here to stop you. For good.
I mean, I gathered that, but
You're not going to terrorize our school anymore.
Because you're the head of
Bad.
scam.
You're a big meanie.
I mean,
Well, actually, you're a small meanie, but
do you have any proof of that?
of
Yeah,
you
someone
being a
told
small
us in
meanie?
a non-Euclidean
Well,
space
you're
of not
small.
lying.
And where are they?
Don't worry about it.
This close to being like, they're dead.
Yeah.
Because
Oh my
we
God.
killed them.
I feel like that's
Luckily, the
not your
dog
concern.
killed them.
They told
That
us
is
before we killed
neither
them.
here nor there.
The gods took care of them, and that's all you need
Yeah.
to worry about.
And the gods imbued us with this power to take you out.
That's right. So here we are.
Yes, glowing. We are magical friends.
That's our
Weird.
official
At a
name.
magical school? Who would have
No,
seen them?
godly magical friends. There's extra.
And with that, I mean, you have restrained them, and they are not able to really do anything at this point. And so Keena's just like, okay, I think we just need to like take them in, let them stand trial.
To who?
Take them into who?
The courts?
Do we trust them?
I mean, as much as you trust anybody, right?
That's not saying much.
No.
Especially after what we've learned
This whole
year.
exercise has taught me not to trust many people.
Exactly.
Well, the non-Euclidean, non-lying zones do help a lot with courts.
True.
So
That's fair.
I think we can possibly trust them a little more than
Okay,
maybe on campus with some of these people.
You're right. I'm gonna open up the scroll of beach trips and knock him in it. That's how I transport prisoners.
Okay. Because they are bound magically, I don't think that will be too much of an issue.
Nice.
If you like peek in to just make sure that they're, not in the water or anything, they're like laying with their like hogtied essentially with this magical manacle. And they're like on that edge of the beach where the water kind of hits them every minute or two, but they're not drowning or anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave him there then.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go in there and like make sure he doesn't go away?
No,
Okay.
I want him to be as annoyed as possible.
It seems pretty comfortable, honestly.
Also, they are they them.
They. We want them to be as uncomfortable as possible. So.
Okay.
I mean, you can go in if you want to make sure.
Probably could have picked a less scenic, less vacation-y scroll to put them in.
I don't have like scroll
not
of
trying to
dungeons.
criticize.
No, I understand. I left my scroll of dungeons at home, so.
I mean, that's
you
for
left it in
other
your bedroom.
recreational.
Yeah, that's
our other
private
recreational
session.
hangout.
Yes. Okay. That's what you're gonna show Nicomas later. You told her you have a very special scroll that you'd love for her to see, and then take her up to your bedroom and show her the scroll of dungeons. I got it. I've done that before. Okay.
Yeah.
And this time it's not. This time it's not just the erotic friend fiction.
That's right.
So you all take the dean in, and they will eventually stand trial.
So we need a new dean on campus?
Or not? Sorry, not the dean. They were the dean. They were the superintendent.
Superintendent. We need a new superintendent.
And reluctantly, Kina has tried to avoid any kind of really association with other teachers as much as she can. But several of the teachers on campus nominated her. And did she complain the entire time? Yes.
Yeah.
Will she continue to complain the entire time because she's just Bob from Bob's Burgers? Yes.
Seems right.
Yeah. But she takes over as the superintendent, and they had a pretty good idea of who the other teachers were because, like I said, you saw them in the teachers' lounge, even though they were kind of in the corner. People were able to say, like, "No, I remember these people." So they also rounded them up and are awaiting trial as you all finish out your junior year. So what would our final year look like for our trio of terror?
Eris would ask Nick to go steady.
Aww. Do you guys frickin' like you chariot in immediately?
They're freaking.
Wait a second. I have to tell you though. So Nick says, Eris, I love you as a friend and I really do like you, but I've made a lot of like rash decisions.
Yeah, we should take a
And there's one other thing. I think I'm dropping out of school. And I think that I'm going to go look for the missing gods for Celine. And you don't have to wait for me or anything.
Do you want company?
Hell yes.
Well, yeah. Let's do it.
Okay. Well, I had a whole speech about how like you didn't have to wait for me but I really felt like I needed to do this because I've been like neglecting my cleric duties and like no, I'm really excited that you want to come.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
I mean, you can always go to school again in 100 years or so. I mean, whatever.
I mean I don't sure.
Dwarves also live a long time.
Yeah.
Not as long as elves.
It's a problem for later, Nick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's not a college problem.
Got a couple 100 years to figure that out.
But also on this adventure to find the other gods, Nick starts writing like very Gimli Legolas-esque fanfic.
Does she publish it under a pseudonym?
Yes, under Aaron of the Court.
Aaron of the Court, that's right.
And then you immediately get sued by Aaron of the Court.
Damn it. I mean, Nick of the Court, of course.
And what about Bozic? What does Bozic do?
Yeah, Bozic stays to finish his last semester of school. He wants to finish his business and botany degrees. Since his interaction with Hecate, he has kind of doubled down on his like passion for magic and feels more of a drive to perfect his magic and to get better in the kind of like necromantic the like yin and yang of the necromancy and like what's the other part of this?
Not
because it's like the wither and bloom
life
spell. Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. So kind of like learning the balance of each of those and how each of those can have benefits and combining them together in his magics, all in the name of Hecate. And he feels the need to break things off with Xanatos. There was just a lot of pressure from outside.
God damn it.
We're going separate ways. You know, your senior year, you really got to kind of buckle down and study some more. No hard feelings. They both knew it wasn't going to go anywhere.
Right.
So they see each other on campus and they're still friends, but no more romantic relationships to be had between them. And
Nick sends a secret letter to Xanatos saying you can come with us if you want to.
Not Bozic, just as Xanatos.
maybe he'll just be your new boyfriend instead.
Platonic. But you
Yeah.
know we might still make out because obviously platonic friends make out.
Bozic would also like try and keep in touch with Eris and Nokomis during that year and, you know, like smuggle them out any like scrolls or baklava or anything they need from the school for their journey.
Yeah, I think you're able to keep in touch for a lot of that final year, but there are sometimes long stretches where you don't hear from them.
We're busy, you know.
Yeah.
I assume they're alive and well, and maybe when I graduate, they'll come see me.
I mean, of course. I mean, I don't want to assume, but I think that on graduation day that Nick and Eris would come back to
Oh yeah, 100%.
see their pal.
Assuming we got out of Hades because that's where I was going to check.
I mean, who knows if you finish that in a year?
I don't know.
Maybe
While
it'll take
we're
longer.
while I'm traveling with Nick to help find the missing gods. Eris wants to do some research on the forces of chaos, I guess, and like the lore behind chaos, because what the two said to her about chaos being locked away is concerning for her, and she wants to make sure that that's not the case.
Yeah, I think just a little teensy lore drop. Chaos was locked away, and essentially, if I had to put it in other terms, locked out of this dimension.
Was it put into like a box that somebody then opened and then
It
was released?
It also wasn't an urn either. No, it was essentially outside of the dimension that you all live in and includes the other planes. Like, it is far off. And you know that there occasionally have been incursions, and cultists of chaos have occasionally brought aspects of it through that have caused pretty significant destruction. And over this final year, you know that there were wars to the north where massive armies of undead decimated the population in several major cities. And so that is kind of a threat that is looming as graduation approaches. That the armies aren't like here, they're not about to get into Pandaros, but they are threatening New Alexandria. But
Well,
Bozic, it's your graduation day.
that's something for future people
Yeah.
to worry about.
Yeah, it's fine. Everything's fine.
It's fine, no problems.
Yeah. What would Bozic dress like for graduation? Would he dress up?
Oh, for sure. I wear my nicest, fanciest black chitin with like a bunch of embellished like spirals on it and stuff, kind of representing like the 3 heads of Hecate, and maybe like a few like random little like leaves in there and stuff, representing like my love of botany magic, and kind of like a little bit of magic prestidigitation on it for like the sparkle effect.
Of course.
Yeah.
Gotta have that effect.
Yeah. And I mean, it is a pretty large school, so there is a very large crowd at graduation, but your friends are pretty loud. And they know how to be seen and heard when they want to be. And so as you...
A magical bullhorn.
I was going to say, do you know that was the magical item I took at the beginning, was that secret horn?
Oh, fuck yeah.
So that I could make sure that I could be heard by somebody else.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So like no one else can hear it, but Bozic, like you can hear Nick yelling, and then like kind of in the background.
Yeah. While I'm accepting my degrees, I'm trying really hard not to like smirk and like crack up.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, even though you've gone your separate ways, you do see Xanatos at graduation. He's the same year as you. So
yeah.
You know,
I congratulate him. If he's graduated, I congratulate him, you know, give him a hug, you know, tell him I'm proud of him.
Yeah. I'm proud of you, Bozic, and I know you're going to do big things.
I hope we see each other around.
I'm sure we will.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, that's the end of our little over 1.5 year campaign. So it's been a lot of fun. I'm really glad because
it's changed so much since when we started playing.
So much.
Well, and Kayla, you and I played together in Spelljammer pretty consistently for what, a year-ish before this.
Mm-hmm.
So we've had a pretty long stretch of playing games together. Mm-hmm. But I definitely feel like we've all gotten pretty close over the last 1.5 years, and I'm really glad to have had this opportunity to play with all of you.
Aww.
Some of us.
Fuck off, Amanda.
Some more than others.
It's me.
Obviously.
I know it.
All right. Yeah, because
thank you for running.
Now I'm going to be sad. And
I know.
Yeah, this has been really fun, Rick.
It has.
Like something I never really played before. It was interesting transitioning from 5e to Kids on Brooms.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot
Yeah,
more
I don't-
roleplay.
Yeah, I don't know that I would play this kind of game with Kids on Brooms.
No,
I like the
but
system. I think it's fun, but I think
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
better suited for other things. But
Yeah,
now we
I
know.
think so.
Yeah.
Now we know.
It was
I
it was
also-
definitely still interesting learning it.
yeah, and it's
Oh,
challenging to switch systems midway. I've done it a couple times, and it's not always the best.
We
I
managed.
think for me the challenge is not constantly referencing the old system.
Yeah,
I know, right?
Like, yeah,
totally.
like even last episode we're like, oh, I'm a sorcerer, so I know how to do this. So
Right.
can you make that happen? Thank you, goodbye.
Right. Yeah.
Just do whatever you want. Because there,
Yeah.
I mean, with the Barbmalian play, you all definitely did some things that you didn't necessarily have spells for.
Yeah.
So you did break out of that mold sometimes. But I get
Yeah.
it's really hard.
It's
to go
hard
from-
to like think outside that box. Like I created this character as a sorcerer,
Mhm.
with like a
same.
chaotic energy base. So like it's hard to think of like, I don't know, because sorcerer's always been my go-to. So it's hard to think of outside of that realm of what she's able to do, I guess.
Right. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, anything we want to talk about before we head out? Anybody want to?
Thank you for running this game for us, Rick. I appreciate it. It's
Mhm.
been awesome.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm really glad to have gotten to play with all of you. Not that I hadn't played with most of you before this.
I know, but still.
All, I think.
Yeah, you played with all of us before, I think.
Check out the Babies and Broadswords Kickstarter.
Yeah!
Rick wrote some of that.
Woo!
Heck yeah.
What'd you say? What was the
I
last
said-
part?
Rick wrote some of that.
I
True.
As did Aaron.
Yeah.
mean, more than
Some,
some of it,
meaning
though.
like
More than
50%.
some of it. Yeah.
Most of it, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, again, it's been a pleasure, but we're all going to head out.
Good night, everybody.